Hello gamers, I'm in a new place. I know you're probably like, what's up with the white balance on your camera? What's up with the echo? Well, the echo, I can't do anything about. The white balance, give me a second here. What about, wow! Hang on, what if I just click this auto button? Give me a second. You can't click, it's unclickable. I think I should, what's white balance? Oh, it's grayed out. How about hue? Oh, hang on. What do I look like? Because this is 0. I'm a little pinker than that. Like, I feel like, you know what? I'll just do it until it matches the color of the wall. Maybe 35? This, I feel human, man. Holy, I'm back, baby! I smile and my teeth are like blue. Sorry, the preview window's over here, so I have to look like that. Anyway, you'll get used to it. That's all you need to know. Give me some of this, and maybe even some of this. Apologies for the Queen Mary, probably the best Wolf Parade album. I don't even think there's a debate about that. It'll be a golden gear. Apologies for the videos being sporadic. I mean, there's two things that are going on there. One of them is that we've been straddling between two places while we've been moving, and for the last like 2+ weeks, I haven't had a computer after my stream. So I would finish my stream at like 2, and then I would just be like, I would be analog for the rest of the day. I know it's a very foreign feeling, like even for me. I kind of grew to like it, honestly, to just occasionally look at my phone, but most of the time otherwise be unconnected to the internet. But now I gotta, life must go on. I gotta put myself back into the digital realm. The other reason is because we've been very busy with moving stuff. So like that, those two things have now kind of abated, which is a fancy way of saying that it's not like it's done, but at the very least, we shouldn't have like every night be completely occupied by moving stuff for a little while at least. It's the strongest team I've ever seen in my life. What the heck is this? What the heck is this? A super meerkat ball? So true. Get him, King. It is super meerkat ball. Okay, this weekly, I did play on stream yesterday, but I don't remember everything that happened, obviously. Or, well, I do remember everything that happened on stream. I just don't remember, well, hang on a second. I don't remember how we did, and I don't remember how we did what we did. Give me something like that. I think that this is another weekly. It's like an experience-themed weekly, kind of, at least in the early game, but there's no jellyfish. So experience-themed weekly sans jelly. What a draw. Which means for me, let's buy you, see what you get on the level up. Blowfish is something. We could buy a blowfish, and then I'm looking for another blobfish. Kangaroo, I definitely remember, was kind of a stud for me. I'm going to put you right here for now. What's your favorite Skibidi toilet? So, in case you're not familiar, Skibidi Toilet's making a lot of... Oh, it's making a lot of headlines this week. What is it? It's a popular meme, especially among Generation Alpha, aka, I would say, kids under the age of 16 right now. It's a source filmmaker genre video where a head pops out of a toilet and says Skibidi. Now, in true... give me this. In true mimetic format, obviously we're at a point now where, you know, the first video is a guy, his head pops out of the toilet, he goes, Skibidi, Skibidi. Second video, he says, Ibidi, Ibidi skip, you know, you gotta constantly innovate. The one that I just saw, and I've only seen like 3 of these total, so don't think that I'm an acolyte of Skibidi Toilet necessarily, but the Skibidi Toilet I just saw, a man in first-person perspective is being chased by a floret of heads coming out of a toilet that are going Skibidi, 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 and then someone flushes, an unseen hand flushes the toilet, and then we look and see who saved us from the Skibidi toilet monster, and it's a man in a suit whose head is a speaker, and he offers his hand to say, please join us, and the speaker is playing a liminal version of Everybody Wants to Rule the World by Tears for Fears. Great song, by the way. I'm going to give this to you for now. Holy! Yeah, don't mind if I do. And he has an army of other speakers that are saving the world from the Skibidi toilets. I gotta say, the kids are all right, man. You shoot me, I shoot you. That's the rule in this joint. So what's your favorite Skibidi toilet? I mean, it's a simple question. If you can't answer it, it's like on you more than anything else. I would go level 2 orangutan. Stonefish is kind of interesting this week, I've been told. But we could also just buy a monkey. Stonefish, deal attack damage directly to whoever knocked us. You know what? We could do both. We could take a turn, get rid of you. We're probably going to get rid of our blowfish soon. Buy the stonefish, buy the monkey, buff the stonefish, but now the monkey's going to take the orangutan's buff, but only once, and we got a lot of life to work with. Maybe this is okay. So you're going to do 9 damage to whatever knocks you out. So we could make you like a 50-50 that also has like a kill shot on the back end. That seems pretty good to me. That seemed pretty good to me, man. It's a little bit of a different setup than what I'm used to, but we're playing what the shops gave us, and it's working out quite nicely right now. I think you're gone. This will also steal another buff from the orangutan, but it'll also generate another buff for the stonefish. So I think there's a lot to like here. And now the orangutan is going to buff. It's going to buff the dromedary next. I think I could live with that. A 2/2 dog is coming out. Hang on. Oh, dude, we're cracked. I'm going Skibidi mode. What happens if you level? Deal double attack damage to whatever knocked this out. Doesn't seem that important, but also I've never gotten one of you to level 3. So let's smoke him if we got him for now. I'll give you a little salt. I'll roll. I like it. I am kind of just rolling with what we got, so why not? Buffing the dromedary. 22-24 stonefish or 22-24 Skibidi toilet playing Everybody Wants to Rule the World by Tears for Fears. Interesting. Certainly interesting. They got a sniping team. The mole went crazy, and I'm not talking about Anderson Cooper, but still, I feel like our team sort of looks underwhelming, but is actually going completely insane. I'll give you 2 of those. Who are you buffing now? The monkey. We have a 118 monkey at the back. For what? Well, because it's buffing the stonefish, now that I think about it. I died. Okay. I got no value out of my death either. That's gotta hurt. Can we draw this? Can we draw this one? We can't draw this one. Okay, strong sea lion team. I'll give you some credit. I don't think we're necessarily, you know, headed to 0 on this one. Just gotta relax yourself a little bit, okay? Just gotta chill out. Not interested. Very interested. Totally fine. Starting to think. One thing I do remember from streaming so much Super Auto Pets yesterday, the scaling takes a bit to kick in, but once it goes off crazy. So I think this is a situation we're in a race against time to try to get to 10. Obviously, the dromedary is not doing much. We could cycle that out. You know what? I think the dromedary can go, and we'll capitalize on this orangutan monkey situation here. Not interested. I don't really want to buy a pizza. I think we could do better. I don't really want to buy meat. I think we could do better. Come on, you gotta give me something that can do better. For 1 attack, you have the ability to do double damage to lower tier pets, which will hopefully be most pets because you're the highest tier in the game. Oh, coconut gun shoots in spurts. It's the greatest 1-for-1 in my life, but we're still going to lose. A 118 monkey at the back's just not going to do it, brother. Okay, we need more scaling on you, but I'm unwilling to purchase pizza right now. I'll buy another stonefish for basically no reason. I think the only thing that matters for it is stats, but... Now, I will say when I chose not to put chocolate on these monkeys, I figured we'd be getting another chocolate or another monkey at some point, but it shows what I know. Hang on. Hang on. Oh, this is big? Oh, but your coconut armor shoots in spurts. And when it hits, it's gonna hurt, brother. You need to level. I know that like we could get the monkey there, but like the gorilla needs to level for us to stand a good chance. Forget ice cream. Please, please give me, I need the gorilla level. For now, forget about salt. Why don't you come up to the front? You could do, oh, but then you're gonna steal the buffs, but actually you're not even maxed yet. So I wouldn't call it stealing necessarily. This could be a situation where order makes a marked difference. You still got me, kid. Note to self. You know what I'm seeing a lot of in the later rounds here? Polar bears. You've unlocked bridge. How about that? I'm playing Arctic. Put me on bridge for now. Oh, disorienting. At first, it's a little disorienting. It's like a new pair of underwear. That's not the quote. It's not the quote. Let me be a domesticated fox. That's not the quote. At first, it's like a new pair of underwear. At first, it feels gross and constricting, but eventually, it's just a part of you. Is that Wayne's World? I want to say that's Wayne's World. Okay. I think we've got a potential 10-piece in us. Phrasing could have been better, maybe. Forget the bacon. Give me one of these. 3, 4, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3. It's just very strong early game squad with the built-in level. I'm taking as many ducks as I can because I don't give a duck. I take a duck. I don't give a duck. And then also, there's a part of me that thinks you just get a level 3 duck into a bison as early as possible, and then that's like your pseudo-guaranteed 10-piece. Mole is interesting, but I think it's good, but I think it's slow. And we're not in the ballpark for slow playing right now. In fact, like we now have a level 3 duck. We'll try to get the level 3 duck on turn 5, which is the earliest opportunity to potentially get a bison. And I'm thinking that I'm not calling this. I'm just saying this is a flawless opportunity because we've had the luckiest shops like you could ever ask for. You might as well go there. And then straight up, I would just say, might seem like a bit of a lateral move, but give me that right there. I just think we're piling all the resources into the duck right now. If we get a bison on level up or something otherwise, you know, transcendental, we could have a future here. So far, so good. I mean, no skill required to get to this point, but still. Yes, it's a bison. Ooh, sell me, buy me, pill me, take your position. Right here, I think you would be an acceptable purchase, especially with another one right there. I honestly think, and you should probably set it up like... I mean, the porcupine should be closer to the front. I think this is really close to like the dream team right now. For round 5, we have like a bison scaling off a level 3. We have a porcupine, which is just a very... strong unit for, like, his stats are just good for where it's at in the game. Keep in mind, we are going to be going up against winner's bracket here, so the rounds aren't getting any easier, but on the other hand, ooh, roll me? I guess I would consider it at least. I almost feel like we should roll it like this. Make our porcupine even better, but... And we are trying at some point to just pill the flamingo. We had a pill show up in the shop, but the flamingo is doing its job right now. It's doing just fine. I hate this setup that our opponent has got going on here. Oh. Unfortunate, and yet it doesn't matter. So far, so good. Now, to get a bison leveled, holy, would that hit the spot. I'm going salad. I'm not a typical salad purchaser, but I feel like this is it's a new era that we find ourselves in here. every little bit that keeps us scaling upwards faster than our opponents, it's worth more than the sum of its parts. Let's put it that way. Huge. I mean, we're going, man. We're going up against... I don't think I've ever seen a shark this early. And yet... Oh, draw! How dare you? That could be big. You could go. You can definitely go. A stonefish, I know it didn't do the trick for us last time. This is fine. I'll take that. I think it could at least 1 for 1. Which... for me, is like, it's good enough, I think. And meerkat is not really like my weapon of choice most of the time. But let me look at it for a second. I've never gotten a 10-piece with a level 3 meerkat. So I think, as much as it might seem a little bit foolhardy, I think we got to give it a chance. Okay, as often, it fizzled, but still... I mean, I was so disappointed with a draw. That's a little unbecoming of me, so I apologize for that. We're back at it. Oh, one of these. Roll for chocolate. Sans chocolate. Who receives the buff? Porcupine, I guess. Stonefish is not the right unit to buff, I think. We learned last time. At least this weekly. Its ceiling is 1 for 1. Now, I'm scared because we're seeing polar bears. Obviously, don't have to be scared on this round, but on a future round, you never know. Roll me. Very nice. Mission critical, I would say. Great opportunity to add a lioness for the future, but if you'll forgive me for having some hubris, we're not really as concerned with the future. We're only really concerned with getting to 10 as soon as possible. We're not taking a lioness because I don't think that we should be in a situation where the lioness is... the scaling from the lioness needs to be relied upon for us to have a chance. We just got to 9. It's going to be round 11. Take this. Take some ice cream. I know it seems minor, but if anything... and this is rife for comedic timing. I almost don't want to win because the meerkat's only level 2.66 repeating, of course. But we're gonna, aren't we? Are we? You're gonna, like, double the trumpets? You don't do anything? You get coconut armor? Oh my god, we won. No! We won too fast. My meerkat sticker. That's a tough one to get, too. I don't like these enough, I'm sorry. No disrespect to the magpie. I'll take this squad. My hunch is that we probably lose this round, but next round we'll have 2 2-4s, which is pretty good. It'll be a grotesque teabag. No 2-3s, please. It's not all 2-3s. They have they have 1-4-2? How did that happen? They had 7 chinchillas in their first shop? Okay, I love this for me. I don't hate a pill bug, but we can do better. And I think we just did better. Give me a little fishy right there. Something like that. I almost can't foresee a world in which we don't win this round. Tell me I'm wrong. I had to run the math. We win this. Very strong team for round 2. I will level. Dude, the wave in the background is... distracting. You would be a 4-3, which is not good enough, but it's actually completely fine given the state of the game that we're at right now. And I would like a porcupine to have something else eventually, but meat now turns you into a 5-6 with a kicker. Turns you into a 4-6 with a kicker. Oh, how'd you get a 2-piece? Oh, because I hit you twice. That's how you got a 2-piece out of that. All right, well played. Well played. I still have the utmost faith in our squad right now. I would give you this for bison potentiality. I would give you this just because we can, and I would give you this because we need something, and then I'm moving you to the front. First loss we've had in a little bit. That's it stings. It never gets easier. They say it never gets easier, and you know what? I would say that they are correct. Who's they? I made them up. I made them up. They don't exist. That's a fabrication from our writer's room. You notice the popularity of theme restaurants these days? Now you actually, we could steal these perks. We could sell you, run you at the front, steal the perks. Yeah, this is fine. I'm going crazy mode. Watch this. I feel like a kangaroo goes crazy right here. And then we get the mole going next time. That's what, it's honestly on us for buying a salad so early. Now the mole, when it dies, it summons an 8/8 if it can steal perks from its from your friends, as you can see. So I think at level 2 it must summon a 16/16. That strikes me as insanely good in the early to mid game, and then falls off after. But if we could get that level, as soon as possible. Now we're talking. Now, I just don't think this is a bison play, honestly. We're not even close to level 3. Oh, yeah, we can't sell you because you got to keep perks around. That's right. That would have been a very major mistake. So we're going to summon... It's going to be a 16/16 on, like, turn 6. That's pretty rare. Now, we're paying a heavy cost for it. Like, we're losing all of our equipment to get it done, but, like, that trade is only bad until it isn't. It's almost in the opposite direction. Like, it's obviously a good trade right now. At some point, it may not be, but now is not that time. I would sell... Oh, but I can't. I gotta keep the perk. It's like, I want the scaling from a dragonfly. But I have to put a perk on, like, the kangaroo to make it happen. So I'm just going to keep it going. Sure. I guess the other way to make it still be good is if we could just keep the mole leveling. Like, the crab's not likely to get there. I don't know. We'll see, okay? Oh, that's horrible. This is a very strong team. It's still very strong. Don't let it trick you. We're finding a different path than typical here, so I think we'd have to go... Maybe we say forget the kangaroo for now, and we're doing this predominantly just to keep the perks. Please give me another blobfish, or another mole. Another porcupine. I'll take my level and run 4 squatted, but I'm scared. And I think I should be. Because, I mean, our team is actually worse than it was a couple rounds ago. It has brighter prospects in the future, but, like, that could be, like, a very so-what situation. Okay, go ahead. Thanks for the egg. I appreciate that. One of these. Oh, you did so much damage to me. Oh, no. Put me in loser's bracket. I'm not cut out for this life anymore. You should take this. You shouldn't even be on the team anymore, quite frankly, but I'm kind of locked in. Okay, that's important. And then we can't afford to have Komodo go, because we need Mole to be at the front. I don't necessarily think the Spinosaurus is good this week, but it could just be nice to add. And that because we're so reliant on equipment, the order of the squad is... And also the order of the pivot is, like, insanely tough to manage here, I'm realizing. But we're at least getting one more win. And that one was pretty clean. I think you shouldn't be afraid to pivot off the Spinosaurus. I'm going to keep you going even though I have, like, no scaling. Probably debatable. I'm going to give you a cherry. Sell you... and buy a monkey. Oh, no. No, I've made a grievous error. I don't have the money. That's pretty bad. I thought you were going to give me enough money to purchase a monkey, but you clearly did not. So it's an issue. I would say nobody would disagree with my assessment of the situation. And yet, we pulled through on this one. That's 6. Very respectable video, no doubt about that. Give me this. Give me this. And then You got to think this one through, okay? I think the dream is we're going to buy a pteranodon. We're going to have the pteranodon. I have to think about it. I want to summon two 24/24 moles. In order to do that, the pteranodon has to be further back than the mole. So the mole would be here, but the mole on feint has to remove... you could be here, but it has to remove 3 pieces of equipment. We can do it. Mole goes here. You don't have equipment. Everybody back here has equipment. So this is the order. The problem is I'm selling you to add a pteranodon. So what we do is it's going to take us a couple turns. For now, we run the same squad. Yes. What we want to do is add a perk to the no, we want to hang on. So it'll be like, no, we want to add, well, let me think about it. Pteranodon will be here with a perk, and then everything else is okay. Yeah, but you can't put Pteranodon here now. You can, but you won't get the feint trigger unless you get sniped, which is very unlikely. So we need it like this. You need a perk, and you need some scaling, perhaps. So this is like I said. Oh, but then we got you get it. You're getting the buff is from the monkey's not bad. It's okay. It would be a miracle if we won this one. I mean, for a number of reasons, but a big one is that their team is just like, well, I thought their team looked really good, but actually it's really just like a one Porcupine Andy. We got a dub. Now this is tricky. We're gonna do it like this. You're gonna get sold. You're going to get bought. You need to have a holdable perk, even though this one's useless. And then you should summon... Oh, but you're not going to have 3 things to steal, are you? Now that I think about it, you're not going to have 3 things to steal. So you're probably useless. But maybe it will be bugged, and that would feel nice. Let's see. Yeah, it's useless. On the bright side, that means we can cut our losses pretty quick. I mean, we just don't need you. Like, rather, you don't do anything. So you can go. It's really tough. It's a really tough one. It's like you want 2... No, I mean, listen. The meat's not doing enough. But you're going to steal the melon. Ah! I'm not cut out for these mole builds, man. It's not my wheelhouse. How you doing? You got a 24/24 mole. You're quite strong. I mean, we're not beating the bison here, to say the least. The crab is not doing anything. The polar bear is doing what it can, but whatever. Still, you know, we cooked a little bit on the video, and then we got cooked. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. Helps it a great deal. Subscribe if you want to see more in the future, and I will see you next time. See ya!